I could stay here forever, in this moment. But we have a date in Silent Hill.
Could she really be here, waiting for me? Mary?
Hey, baby. No, everything's fine. I just wanted to hear your voice. Am I biased? Absolutely. Konami committed one of the biggest fumbles in gaming history with PT. Yes, I'm aware that Kojima went over budget with Metal Gear Solid 5, blah blah blah, but y'all missed out on what was probably the greatest revival of any video game franchise to date with Silent frickin' Hills.
Don't touch that dial now, we're just getting started.
We got the Death Stranding franchise out of this, so I guess the universe balances itself out this time. Was this remake good? Was it bad? Was it a complete waste of time? Yes. My dream for a potential remake series was a simple graphical enhancement that maintains the classic camera angles with an option for updated controls. See Resident Evil 1 remake for reference. However, given that tank controls have fallen out of vogue with the Gen Pop, we must contend with modernization. This is all for you, kids! This heart-wrenching, traumatic ballad of a man coming to terms with killing his wife is just for you kiddies. Go get your mom's credit card so we can do some microtransacting. Ooh, I hope they add Pyramid Head to Fortnite, that'd be dope! Feel free to skip this section, or if you don't know the franchise's history, you're in luck. So, back in 1999, a group of Japanese game developers came together under the direction of Konami to form Team Silent. The developer groups were responsible for the creation of Silent Hill 1, 2, 3, and 4. All of the games were focused around the concept of people being transported to an alternate dimension town called Silent Hill, where monsters manifested from the character's psyche hunt them down. That's putting it broadly, of course. The rich narratives and compelling characters of the initial 4 installments are why Silent Hill is so iconic to this day. Future mainline installments would be handed off to other game developers, primarily those in the West. This handoff is what many, including myself, consider to be the beginning of the end of the franchise. I've played just about every major title, and man, does the quality see a significant decline once this Western handoff is underway. Silent Hill 2 is regarded as the best Silent Hill game ever made, and it has a lasting influence in the series as well as horror culture in general ever since its release back in 2001. By the time I got my hands on the franchise, the series was already in its hiatus. I could only sit and watch as the revolutionary demo PT blew up the 2014 gaming scene. The absence of Silent Hill after the Kojima-Konami split was felt nearly a decade until 2023 reared its ugly head and we got exciting news for the future of Silent Hill. So let's see what we got. Ooh, so in 2023, we got Silent Hill Ascension where you pay...
Decisions aren't voting. Rather, you'll use influence points or IP to participate.
You pay...
These endurance scenes are one of the best places to earn large amounts of influence points.
You pay real money to...
You can also be part of the show. Each day, you and other audience members can enter a cameo contest to have parts in the series. Influence points are how you get into the contest. You have the ability to customize how you will appear in the show using the character creator.
The fuck?
This game is weird. You take a game like Until Dawn and turn it into a Twitch stream, and Silent Hill: The Short Message was just a fanfiction. Boring, repetitive fanfiction. It takes all the tropes of Silent Hill and does nothing new with it or interesting at all. Next up is the Silent Hill 2 remake, which I am very eager to dig into in a moment. I must give credit where credit is due, though. Future games like Townfall and Silent Hill F look very interesting, and I look forward to playing them when they're released. I'm not holding out hope, and neither should any of you. I didn't go into too much detail because I have a 2-hour-long segment that was supposed to be a brief history. Konami has mismanaged the Silent Hill franchise for nearly 2 decades at this point and shows no signs of stopping. Besides those who don't know PR, have an incompetent PR team, you'll never hear an entity or corporation like Konami say they're more interested in the consumer's monetary investment than actually making something worth the money spent. I haven't even mentioned the pachinko parlors. Yeah, let's not talk about the pachinko parlors. Horror is my thing. Scary is my bread and butter. I love it. Can't get enough of it, to be honest. Movies like Hereditary and Halloween shaped my perspective of film and influenced me to pursue a career in the industry. Games like Alien Isolation and Visage put me in the driver's seat of terrifying narratives that inspire me to create something scary of my own one day. I'm always waiting for the next horror thing with bated breath. So, I've seen a lot of scary, and I've played a lot of scary, so here's the thing. Silent Hill is terrifying. Kojima may have blown up the franchise into the mainstream, but the foundation of fear Silent Hill built for itself over the years was self-made. For over a decade, it was the gloomy niche horror game that you'd see the occasional YouTuber make an hour-plus retrospective on, but that was it. Unless you're a hardcore horror game fan like me, Silent Hill to most people was just that one weird and mediocre movie that came out in 2006. That foundation it built over time is old, shaky, and on the verge of collapse at this point, but in the beginning, it was a bold and terrifying new perspective on the horror game industry. Loneliness, dread, those are the hallmark tones of Silent Hill 2. The anxiety that grows as you hear something off in the distance moving around. Could be another person, but this place is abandoned. Despite being one of the few humans seemingly left in this barren town, you never feel alone. Ambient music and sounds produced by off-screen entities allow players no respite in the fog. With all the dark, empty hallways, you'd expect some solitude, but no. You're never alone in Silent Hill.
Oh my God. Who could have?
What? Why?
makes sense.
This whole chapter feels like the vegetables before the dessert that will be chapter 2. It's super good for you, but man, I want some cake. Within the context of the original Silent Hills, unlockable or special items are exclusively earned and able to use after the player completes the game at least once. Even some endings, like the dog ending in Silent Hill 2, can only be achieved after completing a campaign at least once. No cool alternative tank tops for Cheryl, no chainsaw for James. They need to work through their trauma before they can breeze through it in style. I believe the game's progression system functions this way as to maintain the impact of the narrative before it becomes more like a video game on subsequent playthroughs. It'd be seriously tone deaf for Cheryl's story if you were able to use the sexy beat right out of the gate. That consideration for the narrative has seemingly gone out the window with the cosmetics you're able to wear on your first run for the Silent Hill 2 remake. Nothing makes me more existential than James cosplaying as his sexual deviance using a fucking pizza box.
Are you fucking serious?
It would make more sense if you got Maria's original outfit as a pre-order bonus. That would certainly garner the attention of the lesser dignified population of gamers out there.
Did something happen to you?
But it would most likely contradict the new boss and CEO look.
Are you confusing me with someone else?
I hope this remake is good. Not for Konami's sake, obviously, but for the hope that someone less money-focused wrestles the IP from them so the franchise can finally start being treated right again. And without further delay, let's dig into today's remake. Fuck this.